Hello everybody, my name is Championator9000 and welcome to the very first podcast that we are doing for MLB. So, let's just get straight into this. I got some notes here. This is what we're going to be talking about. It should be interesting. It should be very interesting. You see a TV on in the background. I will get to that when we get to what we're gonna need that for. So, first thing. What teams are out of the playoffs? Who isn't gonna make the playoffs? The Blue Jays. They're the first team. They're not going to win their division. That's clear. They are very far out of the wild card. So, that's why I'm saying the Blue Jays. Then the White Sox. White Sox have the worst record in the AL. They're out. The Athletics, they're not doing so good. They're not doing very good. Tigers, not doing good. The AL is up. By that I mean, like the AL East, the AL Central, there's a lot of teams who have a chance. Plus all the wild card teams. It's well, up in the air. It's up in the air. Then the NL. You got the Phillies. They suck. I think they have the worst record in the NL. You have the Giants. The Giants are, like, what, 35 games out of first place in their division. They stand zero chance. The Reds, they're out. They're basically, if you're not the Rockies or the Diamondbacks, if you don't win your division, you're not making the playoffs. The Reds, they're in last in their division. The Padres, no. Braves, Marlins, and Mets, it's the same thing. Actually, the Braves, Marlins, and Mets are all under 500, so. That's what I mean. Those teams are just, they're gone. I mean, they're having a bad year. No one expected the Blue Jays to do as bad as they did, but they are doing very, very bad. Like, very bad. The Phillies and White Sox, they have the worst record. They have the worst record in their leagues, which is them no matter what out of the playoffs. Like Yogi Berra did say, it ain't over till it's over. It's over. For those two, it's clearly over. Blue Jays, that big of a chance of making it. The Giants, it's the same. For the Giants, the Reds, the Padres, the Braves, and the Mets and the Marlins, it's the same thing. If you're not the Rockies or the Diamondbacks, they have such a lead in the wild card race that you're essentially just out of the playoffs. We will get to a playoff picture later in the video, or in this podcast, but, I mean, I just don't think that, like, it's not fair to say that they're definitely out. Like, the Orioles are 8.5 out of their division, but they're only 1.5 out of the wild card. Some teams we know are out. I said before, like the White Sox or Phillies. But other teams... Here's a good example. The Padres. They're not going to make it, but they have a good team. They just got off to a slow start. Just yesterday, they defeated the Dodgers. Wow. That is not good. I went to turn on this light and it just died. Great. That's wonderful. That's mostly... This was probably the shortest segment. Those teams, I just think they're out of the playoffs. They're not making it. We'll save these for a later episode. Because something special will happen in that later episode. Oh my god. My eye was bothering me that whole time. Now, this I think is very interesting. Who had the worst start yesterday, and who had the best start yesterday? Let's start off with the best start. Carlos Carrasco. He went 7 2/3 innings, giving up no hits. Then Logan Forsythe, for the Tampa Bay Rays, he hit a double, and Carrasco ended up going 8 innings, only 2 hits allowed. It was very impressive. Very impressive. There were a couple players who they sucked yesterday. Jacob Faria for the Tampa Bay Rays. In 4 2/3 innings, he gave up 4 runs. No, that's really bad. Like 4 2/3 innings, and you give up 4 runs. That's like a run per inning. So then Claudio, I think it's Claudio, for the Texas Rangers. I don't know, they just left him in too long. They kept saying, you can do this to him, pretty much. And he gave up, like... Oh, they still won. He gave up 4 runs. He sucked. But the pitcher, in my opinion, with the worst start was Anibal Sanchez. He is a Tiger. He gave up, like, I think it was 7 of the 9 runs the Twins scored. He was very bad yesterday. I'm not saying he's a bad pitcher. I'm saying he was not very good yesterday. He got very unlucky. He was not able to pitch very well. Nothing went right for him. Nothing went right for him. And now you may have saw on the back. Let's list off some of the scores. So, I told you this was going to be, like, MLB Now, MLB Quick Pitch, all that stuff. Well, this is kind of like Quick Pitch right here. So, let's start it off. The Marlins and Rockies. Giancarlo Stanton hit his 40th home run of the year, Major League leading. And Nolan Arenado, in the same game, hit his 100th RBI. So 2 milestones for them in one game. That was pretty impressive. Though, Nolan Arenado, though he did get his 100th RBI, the Rockies didn't do so great in that game as the Marlins were able to defeat them by a final score of 6-3. And I was saying earlier, the Padres, with a huge upset in my opinion, because the Padres are not a very good team this year, they beat the Dodgers 4-3. That, I was very surprised. The Mets, as the Yankees had, I think the Yankees tweeted it, the Yankees' little brother, the Mets, defeated the Phillies 7-6 in Philadelphia, I think. So, unlucky for the Phillies. Mets, I mean, they made the World Series in 2015. 2 years later, even 1 year later, they were really bad. Yes, they made the wild card last year. They're not going to make anything this year. Like, they're really bad. Let's get the two bobbleheads bobbling their head. Jacoby, stop hitting your head on the wall. Alright, now they're bobbling their head. Then, in my opinion, the best game of the night, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Yankee fan, even though I'm wearing a Straight Outta Cleveland shirt. Best game of the night, it was a great game. Yankees, they beat the Red Sox 5-4. The announcers, or the commentators, were saying Yankees had 6 outs remaining, though they pretty much had 3 because Craig Kimbrell was going to come in. Kimbrell never came into the game. And in the 8th inning, the Red Sox gave up 5 runs. This is the only game I was watching. So I'm going to tell you exactly what happened in that inning. So it all started off as a harmless Brett Gardner hitting the toe with the baseball. That hurt. He got hit in the toe with the baseball. After that, Aaron Hicks came up. And that hit in the toe with the baseball proved costly because Aaron Hicks hit a 2-run home run in the short porch in left field. My hair is so messed up. In the short porch in left field. That made it 2-3. 2-3. Red Sox still leading the Yankees. Then brought up Gary Sanchez. Was it Sanchez? I think, yes, Gary Sanchez walked. No. Yes, Gary Sanchez walked. Then Aaron Judge got a single. Then who came up? Then, who's the 5-hitter? Then I think, then Didi Gregorius came up. He got an RBI single. So Judge at second, Didi at first, Sanchez scored, 3-3 game. Then Todd Frazier came up. He got a single, the bases were loaded. That brought up Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury got a single, 1 run scored. Yes, 1 run scored. So the base is still loaded. It's 4-3 Yankees. After that, Ronald Torreyes came up. He hit a sac fly, 5-3 Yankees. And he was the last batter in the order. Then came up the rest of the Yankees lineup. I'm missing someone. Oh, and I don't know what Chase Headley did. He got out. He struck out. Chase Headley struck out. And the Yankees would get 5 runs in the 8th inning. Then, Aroldis Chapman. Don't like him. He's a traitor. He came in for the Yankees, and he walked the bases loaded. I thought the Yankees were done for. I thought it was going to end the game. Then, there was a sac fly hit to Aaron Hicks. He caught it, threw the ball to third, and he actually got the runner who was tagging from second going to third. The Red Sox challenged the play, and the runner was still called out. So it was a double play from Aaron Hicks. Oh God, my hair's... Oh, my hat. There's a double play from Aaron Hicks. And... How did my TV turn off? And, that pretty much sealed the fate of the Red Sox. They got one on the sac fly, and then there was a fly ball to Jacoby Ellsbury in center. He caught it, and the ball game was over. So the Yankees came back to win it, 5-4. Now they are only 3.5 out of the division. Then, in the game that there wasn't a ton of great plays, in the game that, in my opinion, the play of the day was made in. The Angels defeated the Mariners. I will talk about the play of the day later. It was a 6-5 victory for the Angels, and I know what a lot of you are thinking. Byron Buxton made the best play. It was a good play. He's not in the game. He's not in 15. So, sorry, Byron. You made a great play. Can't use your play. I could use a different play made that was as well very good. The Cardinals, they beat the Braves. The Rally Bird strikes again. 7 straight wins for the Cardinals. An 8-5 victory. I was really hoping for them to win. I mean, I say Rally Bird. Rally Cat. A Rally Cat victory. We'll get to the Rally segment soon. Wabbit. And then the Cubs, they beat the Diamondbacks. But it wasn't just a close game. It was an 8-3 victory. The Cubs absolutely just demolished the Diamondbacks. It was not close. I don't know why I'm still holding this baseball. That's better. Let's see. Yeah, 8-3. Cubs destroyed the Diamondbacks. I really wanted them to lose so the Cardinals could be tied for first. That didn't happen. I broke the baseball in half. What do you know? It's a fake baseball. Twins. Byron Buxton. They beat the Tigers 9-4. They did not score the most runs that day. Yesterday. They scored the third most runs. But they did defeat the Tigers 9-4. Was just another one of those games. Another division game. Both teams have small playoff hopes. I think the Tigers actually were on the list of teams out of the playoffs. Rangers, they defeated the Astros. Another game. Rangers having a pretty bad year. They still beat the best team in the AL. Both the best teams in their league lost yesterday. So, I don't know. I do not know. The White Sox beat the Royals. They won 6-3. I know this is probably boring you to death, but for people who do care. The Athletics defeated the Orioles 5-4. That was actually a pretty good game. The Indians, they beat the Rays 5-0, the only shutout of the day. Carlos Carrasco, as I said before, he went 8 innings, giving up 2 hits. Rays never scored. Indians scored 5 times. The Pirates went to Canada to take on the Toronto Blue Jays, and they were successful. With a substitute manager, because Clint Hurdle was, I know what he was doing. I can't remember exactly. I won't, doesn't matter. And then the highest scoring game of the day. This is why the Twins had the third most runs. The Brewers scored 10 runs in their defeat from the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds were up like 10-3 or 2 over the Brewers. They won the game 11-10. Talk about blowing it. Talk about blowing it. That was just a bad game for the... Can't remember. It was a bad game for the Reds, even though they won. It is now time for your best play of the day. Gene Segura. He dives and he throws to first. That's all I wrote. Well, let's take the camera. Now I'm vlogging. Set up the camera. Don't worry, we'll go back to the podcast desk soon. Just gotta set up the play of the day. Bring the chair over here. Ow, that really hurt. And let me mute the PlayStation. So, this is the best I'm able to get for the play of the day. I swear, if this doesn't save my... No. 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 Oh my God. Let me quickly do this. Don't worry, this won't turn into a gameplay video. They were wearing their home alternates. Alright. Seattle day. Anyways. This was already set up. I spent a very long time working on this. And it didn't work out. Of course it didn't. That's just the way it goes for me. This is actually really hard to see. So, for right now at least, let me... That's better. Alright. Repeating. Temps. Doesn't matter. Stop. I'm just mad because this was already saved. What? Putouts. But don't worry. This is the play of the day. Alright, this should, I hope, this should about be the play of the day. No. No, definitely not. Like there. Alright. Pitch. I don't know for sure if it was pool holes, but you know what? This is so bad. I was really hoping this was saved. Look, I can even throw away out there and it's still... He dives, throws on to first, and that is your play of the day. Let's take a look at it one more time. Well, or not. Well, you saw the play of the day first, and that's all that matters. We can try it one more time, but after this, we are just gonna go straight back to the important stuff. There it is! Play of the day, Gene Segura throws him out. You didn't see what the umpire said. That bad. That's bad. Whatever. I'll get that later. That was your play of the day. Now back to me. Woohoo! Set the camera back up. I got as much light as possible, but I can't get any more. It is now time. The moment you have all been waiting for. It is now time. For the Wowie segment. Right. The Rally Cat, I don't know what gender the Rally Cat was. The Rally Cat brought good luck to the Cardinals as they won 7 straight games. Alright, girl. Here you go. Oh. There. There. She's looking at the camera. Look at the camera. Let's just sit her in my lap. And someone else who has been definitely part of plenty of rallies this year, Nolan Arenado. 100 RBIs. He has helped out in plenty of rallies for Colorado. Plenty of them. And hopefully the Rally Cat can help us tally up some likes. Did I just call her a rally cat? The Wally Wabbit. What? But, hold on, let's just get her here. There, lay there. There you go. Don't miss anything else. What was that? Nothing important? Okay. So, here's the Wally Wabbit. Our official mascot. And what do you say? On it. We try and go, we try to go find a rally cat of our own. And I think I know just where to find one. Give me 1 second. Laying in the hallway. Man. Hey. Here we go, our very own rally cat. Our very own rally cat. We got rally animals all over the place. Alright, you want to leave? Alright, let's leave. Go on. Ooh. I told you I'd find a rally cat. But we also... hair everywhere. We also have a rally monkey. And we also have a rally dog. And we also have a rally robot. Oops, I dropped it. A rally robot. And that's... oh, and we have a rally player, too. Hold on, I'm going to try and flip him out. See? Or third try. Kansas City Royals player. Alright, I said it too high. No, I didn't. Alright, let's see how far the Kansas City Royals player will go. We are actually going to start on this podcast. We are going to actually see how many times we can flip this baseball with the Royals player in it back into this hat. And every time we will try and get more. 1, 2, 3. It's really loud. 4, 5. Alright, that was just a colossal fail. We got 5. Rally segment. 5. That's... why'd I write that? Just going in the drawer. Now, I forgot to fill this out. Great. Quick fill out. One, 3, 3, 12. 60, 54. Camera, there. 60-56. I'm trying to do this quickly. 58-58. No, wait. Oh, wow. Wait, they're the same amount out. 59-59. 59, 58, 58, and I just put an X next to the Reds because they're done. Who will win the NL Central? This is a question I am actually very interested in. The Reds, no. They're done. They were on the list of teams who are out of the playoffs. They're done. Completely. Give me a second. Ow. Alright. That's better. The Cardinals are 1 game out. The Brewers are 3 and the Pirates are 3. The Brewers are 59-59. The Pirates are 58-58. So, well, they're both 500. So, I mean, the Cubs are 6 games over 500. They're only 3 games out though, because the Cubs are lazy and they've played like no games. Cardinals are 60-56. They've actually played 2 more games than the Cubs. That's why they are further out, or that's why they're 1 game out. The Cubs. Let me just put an S in S-R. Alright. Just for my liking, it says cross. The Cubs are, as I said, 6 games over 500. I think, as usual, they are going to choke. Not just because I'm not just being biased. The Cardinals have won 7 straight. They have the longest win streak in baseball right now, because the Red Sox lost. Hey, it got brighter. It annoys you. Shut up. Is that a camera or a dying bird? Alright, whatever. Brewers and Pirates, they can also win it all. Win the division. I'd love to see the Brewers make it. I would. They deserve it. They took a team who hasn't been over 500 in forever. They are at 500. They are very close to winning the division. I just want anyone other than the Cubs to win the division. That's it. Yeah. Yes. So, it's basically a 14 division right now. The Reds are gone. So, I'm just gonna completely just put an X right through them. There we go. So, that's my thoughts on the NL Central. This, people have been talking about a lot. Will Justin Verlander go anywhere? I have 3 teams I feel like he might go to. I think he could either stay with the Tigers, go to the Astros, or I put Royals. I feel like I can see him in a Royals uniform. I just feel like I've seen him in a Royals uniform. grab the guy. But I think I'm probably the only one who thinks he's gonna go to the Royals. But he might. And if he does, then I'm the only one who guessed correctly. But yeah. I didn't plan on this being a very long segment. Next segment's going to be the longest of all of them. It's the final one. Justin Verlander. I do think he's staying with the Tigers. He's staying with the Tigers or going to the Royals. Oh my gosh. And finally, I worked the longest on this. My playoff picture. Okay. This actually may surprise some people. My playoff picture. Let's start off with the American League wild card. I see it being the Yankees and the Royals. I see the Yankees winning that. I'm not being biased. The Yankees are a better team than the Royals. I know you could say, oh, well, anything can happen on any given day. Yeah, it can. What's gonna happen is the Yankees are gonna win the wild card. It's just... I don't want them winning their division, because that means they're gonna play the Indians, and I want... Well... This is not really... this is something I want, but it's not exactly what I want. It's what I think is going to happen. I think what this is going to happen. I see the Yankees winning the wild card. So let's just X off the Royals and bring up the Yankees there. Even though this stuff's already written down, I just have to X off the teams. National League wild card. Rockies, Diamondbacks. I think everyone thinks that. I think that too. I think the Rockies are going to destroy the Diamondbacks, like a lot to a little. Rockies just going to beat the Diamondbacks. I mean... Sorry, Diamondbacks. But I'm not. Sorry. Sorry, Diamondbacks, I'm not sorry, Diamondbacks. No, I'm not. Now, the first American League Division Series. The Boston Red Sox taking on the Cleveland Indians. I see the Indians beating the Red Sox. It happened last year. The Red Sox, did they have Chris Sale last year? No, I think he was on the White Sox last year. There's a lot of dust on this bobblehead. He's gonna play one game. He's gonna pitch one game. So what if the Red Sox win one game? The Indians have a good pitching rotation. As long as Trevor Bauer doesn't cut his finger off with his drone, we should be good. So I see the Indians beating the Red Sox. Why does that keep happening? It's really freaking me out. So let's cross off Boston without the camera falling. I'm trying to look at the camera while crossing it off. Hey, I did a good job. National League Division Series. Nationals taking on the Cardinals. This right here proves I'm not being biased. As much as I want the Cardinals to beat the Nationals, I just don't see it happening. I don't see the Cardinals winning that. So that is why I see it going to Game 4. Not Game 5. I see it going to Game 4. In 4 games, the Nationals beat the Cardinals to move on. Then we go to the Yankees and the Astros. I'm not being completely biased because the Astros pitching is off right now. Their pitching is off. They're not playing well right now. The Astros are not playing well at all. And that is why I need to move my chair over. And that is why I see the Yankees pulling off the upset in 5 games, them beating the Astros to make their way to the championship series. Then the Rockies and Dodgers. They choke in the playoffs all the time. They've made the playoffs to last like forever. They've never made it past the championship series. I'm still mad at them for losing last year, Dodgers. Anyways. They choke. They choke. That's why the Rockies are going to sweep them. Because all the nerves, they're going to be very nervous because they have to show that they were the best team. My pen ran out of ink. That they were the best team because they're going to finish with the best record. And their nerves are just going to... They're going to be freaking out, and it's going to get to them. And they're going to lose the game. Then, the long-awaited Championship Series. The American League Championship Series. Cleveland Indians, New York Yankees. I see the Indians pulling it off. I love the Yankees. The Indians are going to win the pennant for the 2nd straight year. I don't want to cross them off. That's why I almost just lost my pen, sure. The Indians have won the AL pennant for the 2nd straight year. And the Rockies and the Nationals. My parents are Nationals fans, so I'm probably gonna... So, luckily, since they're gone, I see the Rockies beating the Nationals. I see it happening. I feel like the Rockies can pull it off. And the Nats are gone. Just like that. So, it's coincidental that the World Series is one of my 2 dream World Series. The Rockies taking on the Cleveland Indians. I have not written this down yet. Your World Series... Hold on. Just gotta do this till the ink comes back. World Series champions are I missed. The Cleveland Indians. They are the Cleveland Indians. They are your World Series champions. It's just a coincidence. A complete coincidence. But no, this is what I actually think is going to happen. And once I get a lot of money for being psychic, when Justin Verlander goes to the Royals and the Indians win the World Series, the playoff bracket is exactly like this one. This very sloppy one. Pause it. I'll hold it here for a bit longer. My arms are getting tired. Anyways, gotta save it for... Could it be next episode? The episode before? Could it be the very last podcast? I'll probably figure out some sort of podcast to do during the off season. I'm tired. I woke up early to get ready for this podcast. Mr. Drink could have come back. And then the last thing I think would be pretty interesting to do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get him to face this way. Two, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. I just realized I made this backwards. I don't know why I'm being so quiet. I feel like I just have to concentrate on this because they're small rebel people. So some of them are rebels, I think. You might know where I'm going with this. Think I'll be able to get a strike first time? Comment down below. 2, I got 2. Alright, next roll. Ball's right here. Aw, boo! I only ended up knocking down... Yeah, he's just leaning on something. I only knocked down 6. I only knocked down 6. That sucks. Well, the final game. Got all of them. Gonna move my chair back. This game is actually a Frederick Keys minor league baseball for the Baltimore Orioles. Single A affiliate. So this podcast, we just do a lot of fun mini games. Here is the final little challenge. How many of them will I make? 1, 2. Oh my god. Scoot the chair back a bit more. I missed 1, 2. That one doesn't count because it didn't make it on the desk. Okay, I get one into my mug by accident. I'm really bad at this. Wow. I made the first 2 from close range. That one almost went into my mug. Yes, didn't go on the desk. Wow, I'm really bad. It's because they all have different weight. Got one in. Darth Maul. Come on. I almost hit the camera. Woo! Let's see how long it takes me to get the rest of these in. I'll take these shots and I'll end the podcast. I shouldn't have take. Oh my god! Bounced out. Oh, whatever. I can't take the shot anymore. I should not have taken these bonus shots. It's like disappeared. Oh, he floated back up. Oh no, he disappeared again. Hold on. I don't want to. Got him. Good shot. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Let's count these up. Got a total of 5 of them in. So, actually, you know what? We got sticky notes. Every Saturday, 11:30, tune in. Write down week 1, 5. We can set them along like right here, or set it along right here. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I didn't enjoy chugging my drink, especially because my drink wasn't coffee. It was soda. Well, oh, you. I missed. Try that again. Oh, you. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all. Well, I will see you actually later, actually tonight, in the next franchise. But other than that, I will see you Monday.